Why, hello, you guys. Long time no see. I'm sitting here eating my dinner. My mom is in Palm Springs because she's about that life. She can do that. She's empty nest. She's, single. She can do whatever the hell she wants to do. So she's in Palm Springs at some, wealth conference with, a couple of her girlfriends or something. So that's good for her. She has a vacation, but she has a vacation, that means I have a vacation. So I have this spot to myself till Saturday. So I'm on cloud nine. I work from home tomorrow. I just got myself dinner when I got off of work. So I'm kind of just sitting here because I've been out of touch with reality a little bit. I've been doing my own work and research, and just sometimes you have to pull back. You gotta pull back away from all the everything that's going on, the nonsense, the media, the this, that, and other. Why I enjoy the drama, I enjoy the tea, I enjoy, keeping up with everything, and I'm there in the background, but it's not my main focus, or it wasn't my main focus. So I was just trying to catch up on what's life or whatever. But of course, because I made this promise to myself, with these shootings and everything that happened in the US of A, not to start stuff off on a dark note, but it was two in the span of 24 hours out in California this past week. 7 people, 11 people, so I'm just gonna mention it every time because I feel a lot of the time it happens so much that we're desensitized to it. We don't know, it's a one story one day and then it gets swept under the rug, and then we're on to something else, talking about Beyonce in Dubai and all these leaked videos that shouldn't have been leaked because I thought it was a no cell phone camera. That's what's important, but all this other stuff that's happening in the world is not. And it does make it people say that they make certain things happen, or they're plants, industry plants, that they use to create distractions and this, that, and another. They even said it about Britney Spears back in the 2000s with George Bush and 9/11 and all that stuff. She was a distraction when she was going through her stuff. And now I can believe that in some ways. Not trying to be conspiracy or anything, but I can definitely see how media manipulates things, and it is wild and it is scary. So I'm just gonna sit here. I had to say that because I promised myself I would. It's terrifying. I feel here in this country, it's sad. I think it's really, 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 really sad. They want to worry about everything else in the effing book but guns, and it's so worrisome. It's so worrisome. I think about it a lot, more than I would like to admit. So I do just like to keep that in people's minds, that that's going on, and this is the life that we live. You go out of the door, it is a blessing to walk back in your doors, because some people are not going to. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm gonna get into what is going on. I know Beyonce is happening. I've been trying to read the book, and that's another thing. Let's get into that. I have the book. I've been trying to read it, but I guess I'm just not a person who likes to read, what is it? Fiction, non-fiction? I forget which the one means that's true, real life, or biographies and stuff like that. It's just not my jam. So I've been trying to force myself to read this book, and I cannot get through it. Similar to the revenge book, I cannot get through it. It's so hard. So I'm I can't force myself to do something that I don't want to do. And so excuse me, I have the book there. I'm just in the beginning it was nice, and then I got into him being in Africa, and I just felt it was so flowery, and it was just so I'm the type of person, give me the facts. When it's coming to true life and real things, just give me the facts. I don't really care about all that other stuff. What happened, what date, who was there, who was saying what, and how did you feel about it, and put it in bullet points. That's all I care about. All this extra stuff that's going on around it, and the I think, or maybe, or irritated. So I haven't finished it. That's just being honest. I haven't finished it. Like, I feel like all the leaks are out there anyway. So I'm gonna go and see, like, what are the major things that Harry has told us in this book. For anybody who even still cares, you know, because the royal family has not said anything. They have not made a statement. And I think it's so smart. I think it is genius. I think it is genius because there's all this fire, there's all this going on, and it's so hot, and everybody's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But if there's nothing left, everybody's talked about, there's nothing left, it's gonna fizzle. There's no more there for, no more firewood to, it's gonna the fire is gonna go out. And the royal family's not giving them any mind, I see articles like having little things, oh, Kate's saying this or Kate's feeling this, but there has been no official statement made by the royal family, the establishment, the firm, the whatever. And I just think it's genius on their part. If they're, but on Meghan and Harry's part, it's like a slap in the face. And I think I remember him saying silence is betrayal. So they had their fun while all this was coming out, and everybody was sipping tea. And now that the tea has been sipped over and over again, beating a dead horse, which people online are still doing, what do you do now? What do you do now? The book is out. What happens next? Because they're paying you absolute dust. So does it make them look stupid? Making it here a little bit? I don't know. What do you think? I just feel like it makes it, they did all of this interviews back to back. Y'all know how many interviews did Harry do up to the release? Like, while this book, all these interviews, talking, getting people all, in a tizzy. The royal family has said nothing. So we'll look into some stuff. I'm gonna finish my meal. I had ahi tuna, I had shrimp tempura, and I've got some little dumplings here, and I got some little shrimp, little things, scampi, I guess. But yes, I'll come back here. I hope that you guys are having a lovely Wednesday wherever you are in this world. If you touched on this video, thank you, and I'm happy to see you guys again. It's just, I like to film when nobody's here. It's just so weird. I just feel more comfortable, and that's why I feel like when I have my own shit, oh my God, I just can't even fucking wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so I'm back and I'm fed. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm shaking. I'm so cold, but I was just eating ice, but I have my heater here, so I apologize if you hear it. I did find this article from E! News. Every bombshell from the Spare book. The book is 416 pages. I just don't have the time. I don't have the strength. I just don't have it in me. So I'm going to look at this instead, Spark Notes. I actually did read my books in school. I didn't use Spark Notes, but we're about to use Spark Notes now, just because I feel like we've heard everything. And I kind of want to put this to bed unless something else comes out. Online, on Twitter especially, I am still seeing people hate on this woman and hate on this man, and they just talk and talk and talk and talk, and there's just nothing else there. There's nothing else there. It's done. They've said everything that they can say. And then I think I saw Steph the Alter Nerd posted, actually today she posted a video saying that because of the book, I believe the title was saying, paraphrasing it, that Meghan's political career or political aspirations that she had are now ruined because of this book coming out. And I'm just of course I didn't watch the video yet. I plan to. But just in the headline of the title, I'm myself thinking oh damn, well, you did all of this. But now, is it gonna backfire on you where everybody is seeing you as this guy who's willing to I don't want to say sell out his family, but like, you know, put the dirty laundry out there, which you're not supposed to do. But like, if you're being harmed, like even in families, like if you're being harmed and someone's doing something to you, you're supposed to speak about it. So I completely get that. But like, people just feel like he's like really putting their business out there. They don't like that. Maybe they won't take them as seriously. We still don't know what the royal family's gonna do with these two. If they're just like, it would be very weird to have no closure. Especially, I would feel like for Harry, like to have no closure. You did all of this and the royal family doesn't say anything at all. And so you were just kind of like hanging in a balance, like, okay, like, is anybody gonna pay attention? So, like, is anyone gonna say anything? Like, that would hurt even more. So this is what this article says. And I'm doing this because we've pretty much heard all of this. Like, the first one they put is how Charles broke the news about Princess Diana's death. Like, he literally came in, sat on the bed, told him, and then kind of left him there for the rest of the night. Like, it's horrible. Like, that's a child. And apparently William was told first, and like, the next morning they're going to church and something. It, like, imagine at that age to be told that your mother just passed, your father tells you that, leaves, nobody's checking on this child throughout the night, nobody's coming in to bring him like warm milk or just to see, like, nobody came after that. And so the next morning, so that was awful. That was absolutely awful. Like, what the heck? And apparently his dad didn't hug him. We knew that. What's the next one? Harry regrets the last conversation he had with his mother. So apparently he had been too preoccupied really to sit down and talk. When she called earlier that night, he was running around. He was playing with his cousins and his brother. So he'd been really short with her and impatient to get back. I remember reading this, yep. And so he rushed her off the phone, and that was kind of it. So I could definitely see how he could regret that. Like, that's horrible. Like, that's why we really have to, like, watch how we, like, leave things with people, because you never know. You never know. The long walk at Diana's funeral. Yes, we know about that. Terrible. Walking behind your mother's casket, like, no one's saying anything. All these people are crying that didn't even really know her. Yes, I did remember reading that he did cry when she, you know, was actually buried. But he didn't believe she was dead, like she was hiding or something, like, and that was like a coping mechanism for him. Charles's strange sense of humor. Oh, Charles is strange. He is a very strange fellow. Apparently he would joke with Harry about not being his father. Ooh! Due to the rumors that Major Hewitt's flaming ginger hair made Harry his child, their love child.
No, this is not good.
Like, that's not a joke. Like, you already feel like despair, then you got your father joking like he's not your father, which would have you in no connection to the family. Like, that's trauma. I really do believe, like, I've said a lot about Meghan and Harry. I'm on the fence. I ride the fence. Yes, I understand. But, like, he's gone through a lot of trauma. Because just in the fact that, like, I'm not walking, I don't feel like I physically, and I don't even like thinking about it. My mother is, like, everything to me. I could not do that. And to just see those two young boys, like, not getting a hug, like, so he's been through some shit, and, like, I'm not taking that away from him. And then his father joking about not being his dad, like, who knows who your daddy could be. Like, that's not a joke to a child. Like, that's so not cool. William tried to talk about Diana, but Harry couldn't. Yep, I remember that. I remember reading that. Harry took some drugs. I remember reading that too. Like, they would be at school. At the school where Harry wanted to act like he didn't, where William wanted to act like he didn't know Harry. They would be, like, in the bathroom or something, smoking through this window and then passing the joint and then smoking the, blowing the air, the smoke out the window. He was doing some stuff. He was partying. I mean, how could you not? We know this. We know this. We know this.
That's not Dad's face.
The Nazi costume, yeah. Where William and Kate thought that shit was funny. But he got all the heat. That was unnecessary to throw out there. Like, that's petty tea. That's petty tea. William and Harry objected to their father's second marriage. Yes, we read that. We knew that. Like, all this stuff we knew. Like, I felt like I read this or I saw this on Twitter. I didn't even have to read the book. His wartime kills. Like, I really could have left without knowing how many people you've killed. Like, William and Kate were big, huge Suits fans. How ironic. Oh my god.
It's been driving me crazy.
Oh god. I feel bad for them.
Something in this box.
William tried to pump the brakes on Harry's engagement. Damn.
You wanna know what we found?
Apparently William told Harry it was moving too fast and it was too soon to get engaged. Well, he just did the exact opposite of you, William. Maybe you waited a little too long and he jumped right on it because he knew what he wanted. But if anything, when someone tells you not to do something or that you can't do something or that you shouldn't do something, typically that makes the person want to do it even more. And especially with the relationship they have. Oh, please. Please. What else? Meghan insisted Harry go back to therapy when his anger boiled over. Oh, I still have Pretty Little Liars just playing in the background. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I guess that's good. Yay, Meghan being a good wife. Tensions between Meghan and Kate. We know about the dresses. Kate doing the most. Trying to remake all the dresses. Hitting up her designers. And they saying, yeah, that shit looks like trash. But apparently she came with flowers and apologized and this, that, and the other. William disappointed Harry the night before his wedding. Harry writes that William tried to beg off spending the evening with him and a few pals the night before, claiming family obligations. What kind of family obligations you got? You know it's the day before your brother is getting married. That's the only family obligation you got. What other family obligation do you have? Is Harry not family? That in itself would rub me wrong. What do you mean family obligation? This is I'm a family obligation. But that just goes to show you, like, these two really did not have a relationship. Like, from what I've read, William just didn't want to have anything to do with him. I think he really did see him as a spare. Like, I'm the shit. You're here just in case. Like, and not even. It's weird. It's really weird. But some families, family dynamics are very, very interesting. But how are you going to claim family obligations when it's the day before your brother is due to get married? That's a family obligation in itself. But William did have a 4-week-old baby at home, Prince Louis having been born April 23rd. Like, I get that. That's like a month old. I get that. If anything, Kate being home, yes, I understand. But, like, let's not act like they don't got hella nannies up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, let's not play like they didn't know the schedules. Like, that was a cop-out. I feel like that was a cop-out. He just wasn't feeling it. He felt the type of way about the engagement. Tried to stop it. Told him it was too soon. Was a fan. People saying in the comments that I was wrong about my whole theory about William liking Meghan, but they were sitting there watching Suits, and I've seen some of them little spicy scenes with Meghan and whoever the guy is making out and getting all, and they were sitting there. I digress. So, but I do think it's a cop-out that he didn't hang out with his brother the day before his wedding. I'd always believed, despite our problems, that underlying bond was strong, Harry writes. After tea with the Queen, however, William texted that he joined Harry after they all greeted well-wishers outside of King Edward's gates as we drove off. I asked him to come to dinner with me. I mentioned maybe staying the night, as I'd done before his wedding. He'd come for dinner, he said, but wouldn't be able to stay. William and Harry still looked chummy in photos taken the next day, and at least William didn't hold the groom down and shave his beard, as Harry recalled William informing him was the plan for the bachelor party. Mess. They weren't each other's best man, which is interesting, but expected, since they really doesn't seem like they've had much of a relationship. And then that's it. The article ends. Like, that's it. Like, and from what I've seen just in, like, my daily intake of media, that's all I've heard. I haven't heard anything else. So, like, I mean, just shit's dead done. But people are still going to make up stories. They're going to pull stuff out of thin air. They're going to do all of that. But something else I wanted to do. I did see that apparently Britney Spears had a wellness call done on her. Someone put that in. Why? I don't know. Leave the girl alone. Just leave the girl alone, please. Like, I don't understand. So... I was thinking about I wanted to read some comments, because there's always some interesting ones. And sometimes it's hard to respond to them all. But let me see if I can respond here, because I did see some interesting ones. Hold on. Okay, so I was just laying here and I was scrolling, and I've seen, like, a while back we talked about Jeffree Star and how he was sick of YouTube and he's done with YouTube and he's on his ranch and he doesn't care anymore, this, that, and other. So why do I see, because I watch Rich Lux and I follow him on Twitter, I see that all of a sudden Jeffree Star is coming back. Now, why is Jeffree Star coming back? Jeffree Star is coming back to YouTube. He's made several announcements across his social media saying that he's going to be back reviewing makeup, which I will admit, I watched his stuff. Like, I feel like he did very good reviews. Everyone always likes to bring up the Kylie Jenner makeup brush situation because he really went there. The brushes were awful. They were trash, and he said that they were trash. And Kylie, like, even stopped sending him PR and stuff like that. So, like, everybody, like, not everybody, but majority of people enjoyed his reviews, thought that he was very forthcoming and honest. He didn't get paid, you know, sponsorships for people sending him stuff and, like, just saying whatever, which is the crux of the issue at this moment as to why he's back. These sponsorships, and these companies are paying these influencers, you know, on different social media. And in this particular situation, it has to do with Michaela. So everyone is saying Michaela on TikTok. If you don't know who she is, she's a makeup beauty influencer over on TikTok. Big deal over there. She seems to always be in some stuff, but what have you. So Michaela, she goes and she does a TikTok, and it's a sponsorship. Sponsorship typically means that you're paid to give a review for something, right? And it's something that's been happening a lot on these social media apps. You get paid to say this, that, and other, and promote this, that, and other, and people are lying. They're not being truthful. They're saying, oh my god, it's so awesome, and lying to their audience, who really, the audience is who got the sponsorships to get to them, because if they didn't have all these numbers and this, that, and another, which is their audience, then the sponsorships wouldn't be interested in them. So then you're lying to the audience that got you to where you are, saying that this product is amazing, having them shell out their money, their hard-earned money, on some crap. That's wrong. So that is the issue, because Michaela, she does this paid promotion. I believe it's a L'Oreal mascara, which I'm gonna try out the mascara because it seemed like I really liked the brush concept and I could see how it could really work, but she took it above board by applying falsies, okay, and trying to play it off like this mascara was giving this falsy effect. And people, they will, I'm telling you, people have the time. They will slow shit down, they will speed it up, they will edit it, they will like take the lighting down, they will do what they need to do to figure out what the real tea is. And they did just that. They slowed things down, they paused it, they did the screen grabs, and you can tell, like in the corner right here, you can tell, when you put your lashes on, that there was a separation, like when she kind of turned her head like that. And you could see that they were falsies. So why are you saying, oh my gosh, this makeup is so great, this mascara is so awesome, which it looks like it probably could without her having, being deceptive. And you're getting paid to be deceptive and lie to your audience. Like, that is wrong. That's not cool. And so that is why Jeffere, the star, is coming back to YouTube next week. And he's going to be doing makeup reviews because he's tired of people fucking lying on this apps and saying that this is that and this and that. And he does not take payments for people to send him shit. So he's going to give us the tea. So I will say that I'm kind of looking forward to Jeffere being back. I think that he felt a type of way. I felt that he wasn't getting the views that he wanted to before. So he was, when he got canceled and everything. So he kind of felt discouraged on YouTube because people just weren't checking for him. So now people were missing him. And it's a great opportunity to come back where you can get those views and that interaction again from your audience and gain that back and go back to the trajectory that you were from being canceled, because that's what people knew him from. They loved his reviews. They loved, him keeping it real and all, it was entertaining. So I think that it's a smart move financially. I mean, like, even if you don't get sponsorships, right? I'm pretty sure he's monetized on YouTube, so he can get money from people watching his videos and stuff. So it seems to be a good move for him. So I know people are excited from it because every time I look and see tweets about Jeffere coming back, everybody's like, oh my God, yes, yes, yay, da da da. So it seems like people are ready for Jeffere to come back and keep it effing real. But I do think that these influencers out here, like, it's all about the money. And I understand money makes the world go round. It truly does. Like, having money can make your life easier. It truly can. But, like, is it worth it at the cost of being deceptive to the people who got you to the point that you are now? Is it worth it? Like, you kind of lose your sense of self and, like, your moral compass because you're trying to, like, get that bag, get that bag, get that bag. And you're getting that bag but losing yourself. So I don't know, like, Michaela's been getting, like, hit back and forth, left and right. She's just been, I don't know, she needs to take a break. And I just feel like her responses are very much just like, just keep it fucking real. Say you put the lashes on, or she said she put the lashes on to make it look better, but, like, that's not the point. The point was to show the fucking product in itself, not you making it seem like, or if that's what you were going to do, say, I'm putting on lashes to see how the effects look, because typically I wear lashes in my day-to-day, and I want to see how this mascara works with the lashes applied. Be honest! Like, it's just not that hard. It's not that hard. So people get themselves into situations on their own, and then they get upset when they get backlash and people saying shit about it when, like, you didn't have to do that to begin with. Just do right. It's a whole mess. So, of course, next week we'll be checking in to see what Jeffere has to say or what he's going to review. I would think that he said in one of his TikToks that he was going to do, like, foundations and stuff like that. But I think it would be cool for him to take that same exact mascara and do a review on it and see what he actually thinks versus what she was sitting there chirping and saying. So that's just my 2 cents on that. It's a mess. It's just a mess. But maybe the drama world and the beauty community will come back. Kathleen Lights had put her little 2 cents in it. Like, Like, the OGs were breaking out the mold. Like, it's just like, I don't know. But I gotta finish up some work here. I did see that also it's like 100 days till the coronation, May 6th, which I believe is Archie's birthday. I remember talking about that. So May 6th, in a few months, 100 days they were saying, and they got a whole planned out and whatnot. So maybe we'll talk about that. But just like, damn. Michaela, what you gonna do, girl? Okay, so a few things before we get into the coronation that is 100 days away, May 6th on Archie's birthday, because they said we do not care. And there's no way they didn't know when this boy's birthday was. But a few things. One, I cannot wait to get my hair done. These have been in probably close to a month. I miss my little locks so much, but if I take these out before my appointment, which isn't until the 2nd, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with my hair. So I just like tried to refresh them and like retwist them and try to do something to make them look more decent, but I'm so over it. I want my locks back. I can't wait to see how they look. It'll literally be almost 8 months. It will be 8 months, not almost. It will be 8 months by the time I go get my hair done, in my little lock journey. So I'm like so excited. The time has gone by so fast. I'm so happy that I did it when I did it. So like going into the summer, they're like matured and I can, you know, do my swimming, get them wet, just, you know, live my life freely. So I did want to touch on that because I spent most of like the past hours just refreshing this hair that looks an absolute mess. But also, in other news, so remember we were talking about Britney and how people, fans, somebody decided to take it amongst themselves to go ahead and file a welfare check on Britney. So the cops show up to her home, they see that she's okay, everything's all right. So why are we doing this? Like, we really need to leave Britney alone. Stop. Just stop it. I wish people would just like, yes, this woman has gone through a lot. Yes, I feel like she does need help. Yes, I feel like there's a lot going on there. But at the same time, doing shit like this, having police going to her house and stuff, that's not going to help whatever it is that she has going on. It's going to make it worse. It would make me paranoid if I were in her situation. It would just frustrate me. It would annoy, like all of those things. And so about 3 hours ago, Britney actually posted a statement on her socials letting people know what's going on and how she's feeling. So it says, as everyone knows, the police were called to my home base as some prank. A prank. She's saying that it's a prank, okay? I love and adore my fans, but this time things went a little too far and my privacy was invaded. Imagine you're living your life in your home, chilling, sitting on your couch, smoking you know, doing your thing like you do to watch a TV, doing whatever it is that you do in the privacy of your home behind closed doors. Next thing you know, knock, knock, knock. You like, I wasn't expecting nobody. Nobody, like, you know, we're not in the day and age where people just roll up to your house. So you're like, what the fuck? So you go and check the door, and lo and behold, it's the fucking police with the goddamn lights and shit, or however the fuck they pull up. But it's the police at your door. I would be so irate, irritated, annoyed, just, and then you have to explain to these people that this is something because, I mean, who knows who went to the door? I doubt Britney Spears herself went to the door if they had to see her, because this welfare check or this prank phone call, she has to come to the door and greet these police officers as Britney Spears. I would be livid. I'd be livid. But Britney's taking the high road. So she says, this time it went a little too far and her privacy was invaded. The police never entered her home, and when they came to her gate, they quickly realized there was no issue and left immediately. This felt like I was being gaslit. Gaslit. Further abused. Further manipulated. You know? She says this, not my words, hers. and bullied once the incident made it to the news and being portrayed once again in a poor and unfair light by the media. We just got this whole story out. What was it? Not even 2 weeks ago, where she was at a restaurant trying to enjoy a meal and people are harassing her, taking video without her consent, and TMZ is saying that she had some manic fucking episode and that was never the situation to begin with. So now you have people who are showing up at your house, police, and TMZ puts that out, that police are at her, da, da, da. Like, it's never ending. It's never ending. It's crazy. So she felt like she was being bullied by the media and they were portraying her in a poor and unfair light. During this time in my life, I truly hope the public and my fans, who I care about so much, can respect my privacy moving forward. All the love, B. Period. Done. Respect her privacy. Just respect her privacy. Like, I don't know who it is who called. I saw somebody say, well, might have even been some... I'm not even going to say that because I don't have verification of that. But just stop. Get a fucking life. Like, it's so unnecessary. You guys are causing even more harm by doing these things. Stop it. I know you're concerned. You can be concerned. You know, people are concerned. People have their thoughts. They have their theories as to what they think is going on. But at the end of the day, we don't know jack shit. We don't know what is going on with Britney, what she's going through. You know, we don't know. We know what's being heard. We know how she felt being in the conservatorship from what she's said, you know, and now she's out of the conservatorship and it's time where she can just be. And people don't need to be all in her fucking business. So I just wanted to leave it at that. And touch on that because I saw it come across my timeline. But something else that came across my timeline by Jeffere Star, and I was talking in the clip earlier that I think it would be cool because he was like talking about foundations or whatever in his TikTok. No! We want you to review the shit that made your ass come back, okay? And so I just saw his tweet. He says, let's get this review started. Jeffere Star approved or not. And he put a photo of the mascara that is in question, L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. So I'm going to be going out and getting L'Oreal Telescopic Lift as well. And if anything, Michaela did do her job, even though she lied and put them damn falsies on. Everybody's talking about Telescopic Lift L'Oreal fucking mascara. So I'm one person. I'm gonna go out and get it. Imagine how many other people want to know what's going on with this shit. And so Jeffere went and got it. So it did its job at the end of the day. They just wanted sales. So in that, you know, thought process, it did its job. Unfortunately, Michaela is getting like this backlash because she did what she did, but L'Oreal is probably happy. And they could probably give 2 fucks. They could probably give 2 fucks that she's getting this hate or whatever. So I'm going to look forward to Jeffere. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Like, quite honestly, I can't even believe I'm saying that. But I am kind of looking forward to Jeffere doing his review on the mascara. I'll watch. I'll talk about it. Just in case you guys don't want to watch. You can come here and hear what I have to say from what he says. So, going on to the coronation, for anybody who gives a fuck, there was a tweet put out by the royal family Twitter account, okay? It is verified. It has the blue check mark, like the royal family Twitter account, which I didn't even know was a thing. Let me actually follow this, just in case. But they have their own Twitter account, verified. So they put up this tweet today. I lost it. Gotta go back. Okay, so they put up this tweet today saying 100 days to go until the coronation. Woo, woo, woo. Like, I surely haven't experienced a coronation in my lifetime. The last coronation that would have happened would have been the Queen. So this is kind of a big effing deal for the people who care, you know? So it's 100 days, May 6th, Archie's birthday. They didn't care. I think it's a snub. Who knows if Meghan and Harry are going to be invited? Who knows, like, how that's going to go down, if they were invited, would they go? And if they were invited and decided not to go, that would be an even further snub. So there's all types of complications there, you know? And if you don't get invited, then that's going to be a mess. Just a mess all the way around. So they put up, here's a recap of what to expect over the coronation weekend. And it says 1 out of 6. So there's like 6 parts to this thread, 100 days to go. So the coronation of the king and queen consort, good gracious, Camilla is going to be at the court. Like, I still can't believe that. I still can't believe that. The coronation of the king and the queen consort, like I feel a type of way that, like, Diana never got to be queen because her life was taken, and now Camilla is now going to be in the coronation as queen consort, and she made Diana miserable. Showed up to her wedding in white. Like, it would be a different fucking story if, like, Camilla had been like, you know, I understand your duty, you have to do what it is that you do, like, I love you, I'll always love you, but I'm gonna go my way and you're gonna go your way, you know, and respected it. But no, she was like, that is my man, I don't give a fuck if he's married, I don't care, I'm gonna show up at the wedding, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna meet up at, be at events, polo matches, this, that, another, I'm gonna be there, and you're gonna know about it, and you're gonna see me. Like, I just feel like that type of way is just so disrespectful, and that's why I feel a type of way about Camilla, because I understand love is so, like, I truly believe that Charles and Camilla love each other, obviously, but I just feel like if I were in this situation, I would be like, just for myself, because, like, my conscience is, like, fucked up, like, I would feel so guilty sleeping with a married man, like, and his wife, y'all. So anyway, I didn't even get through the first slide. The coronation of the king and queen consort will take place at Westminster Abbey on Saturday, May 6, 2023, if you want to put it on your calendar. Okay. The service will reflect the monarch's role today and look towards the future while being rooted in the long-standing traditions in pageantry. So pageantry, that shit is about to be off the wall. All the bells and whistles, all the pomp and circumstance, all the regalia, all the robes, all the jewelry, all the crowns. Like, it's going to be, and I love that. I love the opulence. I love the grandiosity of it. I will be watching that. I haven't seen anything like that in my lifetime, you know, so I for sure will be excited to see that. I'm excited to see the outfits because, you know, they have to come on point. I wonder what Kate is going to be wearing. I'm sure that she is already has met with her team of designers. I hear that she likes to work with Alexander McQueen a lot. But yeah, so that's going to be interesting with the pageantry, and looking forward to seeing that. So then the second thing, it says, let me get some water. Across the coronation weekend, there will be further opportunities for people to come together in celebration of this historic occasion. On Sunday the 7th, a special coronation concert will be staged and broadcast live at Windsor Castle. So they about to have a concert. They about to have, I know it is going to be lit in the UK. Any excuse to have a party and a good time and drink a whole, but it's going to be lit because they come out for the royal family. They be all in the streets waving their flags like they come out. So they're going to be having a concert. I wonder who the acts are going to be. They did not share that, it looks like. So then next, they're going to be having the coronation big lunch, okay, at which neighbors and communities are invited to share food and fun together. Like, it will take place across the country on the same date. So I guess this is just like a day that they're choosing for communities and neighborhoods to get together and have fun and have food or whatever and just enjoy time together. And it's going to be happening across the country on the same date in this coronation big lunch. So that's kind of cool. So that's going to be on the 7th, I guess. Then on Monday the 8th, members of the public will be invited to take part in the Big Help Out, which will encourage people to try volunteering for themselves, enjoying the work being undertaken to support their local areas. So now they're also saying that members of the public will be able to do charitable acts throughout the community. I think that it is very, very cool, and to give back, especially since we know, per the pageantry comment, it's going to be pricey. And who's paying for that? Yeah. Who's paying for that? It's going to be pricey. So then they're having all of this coronation, but then they're having their public give back to the community. I'm not going to say nothing. But it is nice to do charitable acts and give back to your community. However which way it comes, it's good to do that. So then it just says, keep updated on the latest coronation information on our website, blah, blah, blah. So that's going to be the coronation weekend. So really, the big thing for me is the coronation at Westminster Abbey, and then the concert. We'll see what acts they have. Hopefully it'll be somebody worthwhile. So yeah, for those of you guys who wanted to know about the coronation, there you have it. There you effing have it. So yes, I'm sorry I've been away so long, you guys. My mom's gonna be in Palm Beach till she'll be back on Saturday, so I've got the spot to myself. I'm so happy I was able to just get on here and kind of chat and see what's going on in the world while I was away. But I hope that you guys are having a great Thursday wherever you are in this world. There's so much going on. So much going on. I just hope that you guys are okay and staying safe out there wherever you may be. And I will see you in another video. Bye, guys.